If someone were to ask me an example of a cult series in gaming, I would point to No More Heroes instantly. While it is getting a lot more well-deserved recognition with its conclusion in No More Heroes 3, it's nowhere near the popularity of some of the more friendly faces in gaming. I'm telling you, if a kid can identify Travis Touchdown over Mario or Link, then that kid's gonna grow up to be one messed up person. Fun, but probably messed up. If the intro to this video didn't already convey the special nature of the series, then I'll try to put it into words the best I can. Suda51, the mastermind behind No More Heroes, and his team created a rebellious set of games. At the series' core, it goes against the current. The best word I can use to kinda describe this is punk. I mean, it's easy to say this, you can look at the footage, but what makes No More Heroes so punk? Like all of Bear Bites, I'm gonna give you my observation on what makes No More Heroes stand out like this. In short, No More Heroes is so special because it utilizes an underused tool in video games, this being sampling.
Son of a bitch! Fucking snatcher!
Before going any further with No More Heroes, since the idea is kinda complicated, let's define sampling. In very broad strokes, sampling is the act of taking parts of another standalone work and incorporating them into your own piece. This term and technique is most famous in the art sphere of music, and it's with good reason too because it originated there with hip-hop in the late 70s and is still used frequently to this day. If you want a good example of sampling, here's a clip of audio from The Adventures of Grandmaster Flash on the Wheels of Steel by Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. If you couldn't tell, this song samples a lot, with famous pieces from Queen's Another One Bites the Dust and Blondie's Rapture. And while record companies would like to say otherwise, sampling and plunderphonics are still going strong to this day. And there's a reason for that. It's a rebellious act in music given the taboo and legal issues surrounding it. But artists still use it because some pieces of music could only exist with the sample in mind.
We live in the post-sampling era. We take the things that we love and we build on them. That's just how it goes. And when we really add something significant and original and we merge our musical journey with this, then we have a chance to be a part of the evolution of that music that we love and be linked with it once it becomes something new again.
See, what makes sampling different from referencing is that a sample is integral to the piece. It is fundamentally dependent. A reference is something that could be taken away with minimal issues. It is fundamentally independent. Wait a second, this is a gaming channel, I'm getting too far deep into my music talk. I mean, this really isn't true because sampling goes way outside of music. It's a technique that a lot of art forms can use, including video games. I'll admit it's a lot more rare to see. A lot of games simply use references. It is a lot easier to pull off because you can throw it in later in production. And this isn't a bad thing, but it can come off a little lackluster. Sampling, however, is baked into the games earlier in the creation process. Like I said before, it's dependent on the thing being sampled, so it makes sense of why it wouldn't be an afterthought. Okay, let's bring this back to No More Heroes. The reason No More Heroes samples rather than uses references is that it's dependent on the worldview of the protagonist, Travis Touchdown. Travis is an otaku, and it makes sense for his paradigm to reflect that defining aspect of his character. The world for him is defined through the things he enjoys. He rides an Akira-styled bike, he uses pro wrestling moves from the matches he watches on TV, and wields a weapon that is one step away from Disney getting their lawyers on the phone. These things are internal, but it's also seen in the world he interacts with. The story of the series has a lot of beats that are, again, pulled straight from Star Wars. It is a big spoiler for the first game, but the finale has some of my favorite portions of this. Also, a lot of the villains are ripped from other media, like Dr. Peace and his use of the Golden Gun, which pays homage to the 007 series, or to a lesser extent, the CEO of Pizza Butt from No More Heroes 2. Hell, Fu from No More Heroes 3 is basically evil E.T.
You're going back to your home.
Damon, I love you. In 20 years, I will return.
20 years? You really mean it, Fu? Promise?
Damon, I will return. No matter what. Promise.
Even this type of sampling happens in the gameplay too. No More Heroes 3 contains some of the best of it. The Rank 5 boss fight, for example, starts with a haunted house sequence straight out of a first-person horror game. Spoilers for the finale of the game, but the final battle in No More Heroes 3 is straight up a Super Smash Bros. Match. As I mentioned before, this is integral to the No More Heroes series. It is intertwined with the fabric of Travis Touchdown, and the samples enhance that experience and understanding for the player. They understand his worldview just a bit more. He's a complex character, and there's no doubt this is only a subset of what makes him special, but it's important nonetheless. If you were to take these away, it wouldn't be Travis Touchdown, and subsequently the games wouldn't be No More Heroes.
Look at this blood! We humans are alive, even if we are assassins. Doesn't matter if it's a video game, movie, drama, anime, manga, we're alive! People shed blood and die. This isn't a game!
By the time this video comes out, No More Heroes 3 is still locked to the Nintendo Switch. But later this year, that won't be the case. An all-new wave of people will get to experience the game on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. So, while you wait for 3, why not try 1, 2, and Travis Strikes Again, as different as that last one may be. And if you play them, see how many samples you can spot. I really only named a few of them here, but the games are packed with them. And before you go, just remember to not be a
fuckhead!
Thank you guys so much for watching this video, it really means the world to me. If you're a fan of the series, I would love to hear your thoughts on what I had to say today about No More Heroes. And if you're new to the channel, why not consider subscribing? But until next time, John A.